Good morning, students. Today we are going to start our geography chapter number 8, Industries Comparative Studies. This is its first part. Due to use of science and technology, the small factory towns change into industrial centers. But industrial centers are carefully planned today. They depend on the availability of power, raw material, labor, capital, market, and transport facilities. We know that the resources in the world are not evenly distributed. Therefore, there are very few countries in the world which have everything required for the growth and development of industries. In this chapter, we are going to study or we can say that in this chapter we are going to compare three important industries, and they are iron and steel, cotton textile, and information technology. One from India and one from outside our country. Iron and steel industry. The iron and steel industry is known as the backbone of modern industrial economy, and the manufacturing and consumption of iron and steel is a measure of our nation's business activity and the standard of living of its people. We are first going to take the Indian Iron and Steel Company that is located at Jamshedpur, India. It is located at the confluence of Suvarnareka and Kharkai rivers. Beta, this city is an ideal place for the location of iron and steel industry. The first iron and steel company limited, that means TISCO, was set up at Jamshedpur in 1907. Not only this, beta, Tata Steel is the oldest and the largest integrated iron and steel plant in India, and it is renamed as Tata Steel. This company was established by Jamshedji Tata at Sakshi in Singhbhum district of Bihar. Later on, it was renamed at Jamshedpur, and now it is located in the East Singhbhum district in the Jharkhand. TISCO started pig iron production in 1911 and steel in 1912. The first steel ingot was manufactured on 16th February 1912. During the First World War, the company made rapid progress. Let us talk about the locational advantage of Jamshedpur. Number 1. High quality hematite and ore of iron brought from the Singhbhum district of Jharkhand and the Mayurbhanj district of Odisha. The iron ore mines in these districts are located at a distance of about 75 km to 100 km from the Jamshedpur. Number 2, beta, good quality coking coal is obtained from Jharia and Raniganj coal mine. Number 3, manganese is brought from Keonjhar district in Odisha. Number 5, limestone and dolomite, which are used as flux material, are available from the Sundargarh district of Odisha and Palamau, Hazaribagh and Ranchi district of Jharkhand. Number 6, sufficient amount of water is needed for cooling and washing is available from Subarnarekha and Kharkai river voice. Number 7, Jamshedpur and its surrounding areas are thickly populated, so laborers are easily available there. Number 8, Kolkata is located at a distance of about 240 km from Jamshedpur, and it has well-developed industrial belt which provide ready market for the product. And number 9, Jamshedpur is connected to Kolkata, Mumbai and Chennai by an efficient network of roadways and railways. The growth and development of Tata Steel made Jamshedpur a hub of economic activity. After the location of Tata Iron and Steel Company at Jamshedpur, a number of factories, technical institute and metallurgical laboratories were set up in the city. Not only this, other factories such as machine tools, heavy vehicles, diesel engines and locomotives, agricultural machinery and tin plates were also established in this area. Today, it is the 5th largest producer of iron and steel in the world. The shortage of the space at Jamshedpur and other allied factory persuaded Tata Steel to set up its another plant at Gopalpur in Orissa. The favorable factors for the Gopalpur plant are its coastal location, nearness to iron ore mines and the nearby source of fresh water. Pittsburgh, USA. It is an important city in southwest Pennsylvania, USA. And the city is located at the confluence of Allegheny and Monongahela rivers. It is an important inland port and lies on the path of the trade routes between east and the west. USA is the world's largest producer of iron and steel, and 1/4 of the world total iron and steel production is done in this part of the world. The important centers of the production of iron and steel in USA are Middle Atlantic Seaboard, Pittsburgh, Youngstown District, Lake Erie region, Chicago, Gulf region and the Birmingham, Alabama region. The Pittsburgh, Youngstown District is the leading center of iron and steel industry. The first blast furnace was set up here in 1872. For decades, this region has produced nearly half of the iron and steel of USA and more than the combined output of next two leading countries. Let us talk about the locational advantages of Pittsburgh. An early start was made here in 1903 and 04. Fairly cheap and efficient transportation of high-grade iron ore from northern fields. Availability of high-grade coking coal in large quantity from the nearby Appalachian coal fields. Sufficient water supply from the river. Great Lakes provide easy and cheap inland water transport. Availability of laborers, both skilled and unskilled, from the countries of Europe and other parts of USA. Most furnaces and steel plants located along the river banks readily receive the dispatch heavy freights. Thousands of factories in this region provide a ready market for the finished products. Cotton textile industry. In the beginning, the cotton textile industry in India was set up in Maharashtra, in Mumbai, and then it was set up in Ahmedabad in Gujarat. The first successful cotton textile mill was established here in 1859. Ahmedabad is popularly known as the Manchester of India. The cotton textile industry in Ahmedabad showed more growth than the Mumbai due to the following reason. Let us talk about those reasons. Number 1, land rent and wages were high in Mumbai. Number 2, Mumbai was located at a great distance from the consuming center. Number 3, the development of railway in other part of India helped the new area to collect raw material and distribute the finished goods easily. Number 4, cheap labor cost in the interior parts of India than Mumbai. Now let us talk about the favorable factors to establish cotton in textile industry in Ahmedabad. Better, the city is located near the cotton producing belt of India. Ahmedabad, situated in the plains, provided scope for the establishment and future expansion of the cotton mills. Ahmedabad is located on the bank of the river Sabarmati, which provides sufficient fresh water. Humid climate favors spinning and weaving. Cheap hydroelectricity is readily available. Availability of cheap, skilled and semi-skilled labor from densely populated states of Gujarat and Maharashtra. Well-developed rail and road network. Since the last 2 decades, the mills in Ahmedabad are facing some problems. These problems are obsolete machinery, lack of funds for upgradation, creation of many new centers, and increasing demand for synthetic fabric. The textile industry played a major role in the industrialization of Japan. The Henshin area, including Osaka, Kobe, and Kyoto, is an important textile manufacturing region in Japan. Its importance is next only to the Nobi Plains around Nagoya. But the real progress of cotton textile industry began after 1877, when a large number of textile mills were established in and around Osaka, which is situated near the coast. During the Second World War, nearly 80% of cotton textile industry was destroyed. Osaka became the leading textile manufacturing center, thus came to be known as the Manchester of Japan. The textile industry flourished here due to many reasons. Let us talk about some geographical advantages of the textile industry in Japan, Osaka. Number 1, beta, Osaka, situated in the plain, provides scope for establishment and future expansion of the textile mills. Number 2, warm and humid climate throughout the year favors spinning and weaving. Number 3, Osaka is situated on the coast, has the ideal location for import of raw material and export of finished goods. The region is located close to the coal fields and water power resources. Availability of cheap laborers, availability of sufficient fresh water from the Yodo River, and new and technologically advanced machinery, along with efficient organization, made the industries profitable. Asian and African countries provide a large market for the finished goods. That's all in this part. Thank you. Have a nice day.